Hey guys, it's Laura, Florida Patriot 71. I know it's been a super long time and I am really sorry, and I should have taken the time to do this a while ago. My New Year's resolution was actually to do better about my YouTube channel, so I guess I'm kind of not doing really great with that. The first thing that happened right after Halloween, my kennel got kennel cough. And that was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today, because during that process, I found some things out that I thought were really strange and kind of, I don't know, I just always feel like now there's something underneath of everything that they do. But when I got kennel cough, I went to the vet, and I didn't get kennel, you know what I mean. I went to the vet with Asher, because Asher was the one that got it. He was really having a hard time with upper respiratory. And the vet told me that, because he had his Bordello, you know what I mean? I have a kennel, they have Bordello. So he said, well, those shots, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. They're for specific strands. And just like the human flu virus, you're not always going to get the strand. So anyway, I wound up having this whole big thing with disinfection for 2 months. I was, every dog in, every dog out had to have, just the right, it was really hard. So, and obviously my business has just kept growing. I have 13 dogs today. I'm waiting on one right now, so if I run, you'll know why. But yeah, it's been really good. And through Christmas, I had over 12 dogs every day. And while it's been really great, I'm also getting a little run down. I've been sick a couple of times since then. I went on antibiotics twice. And this time I decided to go completely holistic, and I'm doing, the essential oils and everything I can without doing antibiotics. I have a lot of breathing issues, so sometimes talking is a big deal. And I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed to say that, but it's true, especially being a smoker. It's ridiculous, and I know it. So don't have to put a bunch of comments down below. I am 50 years old almost. I know exactly what I'm doing to my body. I feel it, and I know it. I'm there. So I also wanted you guys to know that if you don't hear from me or you don't see me, it doesn't mean I'm not there. I'm always on YouTube watching something and checking up on people. I can't always touch my phone when I want to. So during live streams, I might not be participating in the chat, but I'm definitely there and listening to everyone. And today is Monday, and the thing is going down in Virginia. I'm from Virginia originally, and I just have a lot of anxiety about this day because I know how Virginians are, and I know how we are about our guns. I grew up with a gun cabinet in my bedroom. We hunted. We have guns, and they know how to use them, and you're not going to take them, and I can guarantee you that. This is going to be the flashpoint, and I just wanted to make sure that I came on and said, if anybody, if you're not prepared, or you haven't at least done some minor things, water is going to be a big deal. I was watching Richie the other night, and he was talking about owning the water, and that's exactly what they've done. They've poisoned everything, so you cannot. And then of course in Florida, it's illegal to collect rainwater. They've poisoned all the fresh and any water that you can get to, almost everything. And now you have to buy water, or you have to use your electric water pump to pump it out of the ground. So water is a big deal. So I mean, if you do nothing else, do water. So it was just one of the things I wanted to say. I also wanted to make a shout out to Kevin Foogle fam. Thank you for sending me a message and being concerned about me. I love you guys, and I miss you, and I hate that I can't. I wish that I could make my life about this. There's so many things that I have researched and that I have laid out that I want to come to you with, and I don't have time to do all this stuff, and I hate it. I don't know how to edit. I don't know and that's the other thing. I'm stupid with the tech, so it takes me a long time to do things. It takes me forever just to get the thumbnail on the right video. You guys don't even know. It is that bad. That's why I do what I do, because that's what I'm good at. This is not what I'm good at, but I did want to say, your dog is going to drink a lot of water too. You got to figure an ounce per pound for your dog too. I know that obviously, people have kids and people have priorities, and I get it. And I get a dog is a dog. But if you love yours like you love mine, like you love mine, like I love mine, then, you know, those 55-gallon drum barrels, you can get them from some construction people for like nothing. They want to get rid of them. Like the ones that I had, they wanted to get rid of them. They didn't have any problem with me having 4 or 5 of them. And that's the way to go, man. I mean, even if you have to boil it or, you know, bleach or whatever you have to treat it, you know, afterwards. I mean, I get it that it's sitting, and it might be sitting outside, and it might not be good for me, but it's going to be water. And I can boil, I can, you know, I do dump it every like couple weeks. In fact, this last weekend, I'm really paranoid about this day. Like I really am. You know, they just cut off the GPS, everything that Marv put together the other night. Oh my God. When you put all those things in a line, I mean, we hear it every night, and we hear this part tonight, and then 2 weeks from now, this part or whatever. But when you put it all together, it's a lot. There's a lot. And I was watching the one guy that there were snipers on the roof in Virginia. So like, they're ready. They want this to happen. This has to happen to proceed with the plan. There was one other thing I was coming to you guys with. I don't know how many of you guys are Q followers. I have always kept up with Q because I felt it was really interesting, first of all. Second of all, it was really interesting how they were predicting things that hadn't happened yet that they shouldn't have had knowledge of. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't figure out where the knowledge was coming from. Well, I listened to this lady, her name is Michelle, and it's Deception Bites. I'll try to remember to grab her link and put it in the chat, in the comments. She found the most interesting thing on this person called Belanov. I think that's the name, Belanov. And this lady is above everyone. Like, she is the one that's giving the orders to the queen. I mean, even as far as the Philippines, like, this lady's the one giving the orders. And Michelle has a 4-part series. It's called Something You Need to Hear That You've Never Heard, or something like that. And you'll notice there's 4 of them. And she found out, I mean, she went all through this lady's instructions for like the last 4 years or something. Everything that lady said to do in her instructions, 2 weeks later it happened. And it involved Donald Trump, and he's a puppet too. And she even said, start Q or drop Q or something like that, or start the information flow. Anyway, it was letting you know she started this shit. And I've always thought this was a psyop to make us think somebody was in there for us. And even Trump, like, sometimes I think maybe they just wanted to placate, you know, some of the more rebellious people and see if they could rein them in, thinking Donald Trump was going to be their savior. We have no savior. The one that we have is going to come, and when he does, that's going to be it. So until then, patriots need to get together, and we need to figure out what we can do. Each one of us individually and together as a group. The Foogle fam is huge. We all need to come together and realize that it doesn't matter what our little individual things are, like flat earth or whatever our little individual things are that woke us up or whatever, like 9/11. None of that matters now. What matters now is our kids and our grandkids aren't going to have a country. Not aren't going to be free. They aren't going to have a country. Like, we have real issues, and we got to figure something out. And I don't know what. And they're right. They beat you to death with a job that you have to get by, and you have no time to even think about or worry about what you can do to help. And it really is like that. Like, I'm so thankful that I have a job that I like, but the truth of the matter is, it's consuming me. I haven't had a day off, you know, in the past year. Like, it's consuming me. And this is what happens. This is what people do. And instead of worrying about the things that really matter in life. So anyway, I just want to drop my 2 cents on this. And I just wanted you guys to check it out because, you know, proving that Q, not as a LARP, that's not it. Proving that Q and Donald Trump are both being controlled by the same person, that proves everything to me. Well, of course, I don't even know why I questioned it anyway. We all know they've lied about everything. When you find out 100 things are a lie, are you going to believe the 101 thing? Like, we got to get a grip. I got to get a grip. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've been thinking about it all weekend. I've got to do something to help. I love you all. If you all have suggestions, if you have anything you want to say, don't be mad at me for not coming to you sooner. I am sorry, and I love you all of you, like Jay Stone and West Virginia and Snafu and the whole crew, everyone, Homegrown, Fringe Files, Bones, 3% Report. I've been seeing your stuff. Renee, your stuff is great, girl. Your stuff is great. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys I love you and that hopefully I'll do better. And I hope that we can talk again, because I hope that, you know, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope everything goes fine, but we'll see. And if I know anything first, I'll let you know, and I know that you guys will do the same. Vlad Brutes, make me laugh, dude. You really make me laugh. You guys have a good day. Love ya.